What's going on, traders? Welcome to LWT Trading. In this video, we're going to be talking about Tradezero's Pro platform, how to set it up, why you should pick the Pro platform over the web, everything from A to Z, or start to finish, or 1 to, well, numbers go on forever, don't they? You get the drift. Stick around after this. Okay, just before we get into it, make sure you have subscribed, turned on the bell, and, flick that like button. If that's what you're into, you can stroke it, you can flick it, you can... Wait, this is a trading channel, not an X-rated one. Anyway, Tradezero is the broker I've been using for pretty much 3 years now, and we actually have an affiliate link in the description. If you click that, you get it at a discount. Feel free to use it. If you don't, you're not going to get it cheaper elsewhere. But the Pro version with our link comes in at $69 a month, which may seem expensive if you're just starting day trading, but quite frankly, you're gonna need to pay for something. You're gonna need level 2, you're gonna need charting, and you're gonna need scanners and all that other lovely stuff. So people need to get used to that you're gonna have to fork out somewhere. Now, things like stocks to trade, it's like $225 a month for charting software, and it doesn't even execute trades. So I think 69 bucks is actually not a bad start. That said, I think Tradezero's charting could be improved. Don't get me wrong, it could be improved. There's always room for improvement in everything, but their charting, you're gonna need better charting software in my opinion. I also use TradingView, there's a link for that in the description. If you buy monthly, I think it's $30 a month. If you pay annually, it's a lot cheaper. Quick tip, if you say you wanna cancel TradingView because it's costly after you've subscribed for 1 month, you get a bit of a discount. They offer you a decent discount. Take advantage of that. Don't buy the year option straight away. But make sure you use that link, helps me out. Cheers. Well, that was a bit cheesy. So question I get asked a lot is Tradezero Pro, Tradezero Web, Tradezero Free or Zero Free or whatever hell it's called this week. And the question is quite simple. If you consider yourself to be a serious day trader, you're gonna need to pay money. You're gonna need the Pro version, bare minimum the web version. And the reason I like the Pro version is, you hear it's faster, you hear it's better executions and stuff like that. And I'd like to tell you why. Because after all, the internet was invented by a British man. It wasn't me, but it definitely wasn't America. Now, quite frankly, the way the internet works is when you type in your little Google browser for, farmerswives.com or whatever it is you're searching, that then goes up to a satellite, comes back down, has to bounce through, million different other traffic sources to find your route. Now, this all happens in milliseconds usually. But if a website's getting particularly a lot of volume, then this can slow down the process. It's always looking for faster routes. So we're talking about milliseconds, but that's how a website generally works. Now, that depends on your bandwidth, the bandwidth that the web browser's on, a lot of other things, right? With a Pro platform of any broker, that's actually always plugged into the server. Now, as long as there's no disconnection between the server and the broker who's actually placing the trades for you, then you should be fine. So the Pro versions, that's the way they work, is you've always got that direct link constantly to a broker. With a web version, it can be slightly tedious. If you're in a fast moving stock, you need to get out, it can cost you. And top tip here, I know a few people who've been burnt by not getting out that quick with web versions on not just Tradezero, but many different other softwares. So if you want to give yourself that little tiny edge, then look at the Pro version. Now, in my opinion, another massive tip of going with a Pro is that it's much more customizable. If you've got more than one screens like I have, then you can have floating windows, which is damn impressive and very, very much needed in the longer run of things. So I can take you through that in another video. We're going to be talking about the windowed version, which majority of people watching this are probably going to be looking at. That means that you've only got one screen that you want to look at. You can put it over multiple screens, I guess, but it's mainly just for people who are using a laptop or PC or just have one screen. So let's get over to the computer and we can set this baby up from start to finish. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is go down to the additional settings. Now, full disclosure, you can see my account number there, but I'm going to squiggle that out, so that's just a little reminder to me, but might keep it in the video. Who knows? You're going to want to go down, and like I said, you're going to want to untick free floating windows, and you're going to have to restart the platform. All right, we're back, and we have this window. We just quite simply click connect, and then we have this set up. All you do is you drag this to cover the full screen, and you might have floating windows like this. Now, what I would suggest is that you completely close all these windows. So once all the windows are closed, you can keep this one here, which is your daily portfolio. A lot of people tend to do that. I just like to sort of shove it to a side. I don't really like to look at profits that much in the trading day. You're going to want to have a quick scout here. The top is just all quick links from the main menu. And then you have this. If you don't want to close all the links, you can just click new layout and it will, do everything's gone. You can see even my portfolio thing's gone there. But coming down to it, level 2, we're going to add one of them. We're going to add a pro chart and we are going to add a time and sales. Now in this scenario, the windowed scenario, I am only going to be adding 2 charts and I'll show you why. And that is because, quite frankly, if you are trading from a laptop or a PC and you've only got one screen, I only think there's enough room for 2 charts, to be honest. And you don't really want to be looking, if you're day trading, too many stocks. So if we type in TWTR here for Twitter, we can see that in the level 2, we've got the bid, the ask here. This bit here will be where all the prints go, but it only gives maybe the last 15, 20 prints. So then we have the time and sales here, and we can type in TWTR. Ooh, maybe not. TWTR for Twitter. And then we have the chart, and we can type in TWTR, and Twitter shows up. Now the problem you've got here is if you type in Apple, only that thing you're on changes. So we need to link them. So what we do by that is we just, find these arrows and we put them all on, say, letter A to keep things simple. And they then will leprechaun magic even, link. So let's change that to Facebook. Like, voila, the internet is such a magical place. So yeah, and then for the second one, I just did simply rinse and repeat. Pro charts, time and sales. Let's fast forward a little bit. And just to annoy anyone who's got OCD, we're going to jump B. We're going to go straight to C because, yeah, it should annoy someone. So if I'm annoying you, hit that like button. And then C, and then just for fun, let's think of a ticker. Tesla? I hate that ticker, but Tesla, there you go. All of them have changed and updated. Facebook, you can see TWTR, Apple, boom, instantly gratification. That was not right, but you know what I'm saying. Instant gratification, we got there. Now, it currently is 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm not a vampire, I am in Europe, so that's why I'm doing this early. Some other things you might want to look at is if you click the settings in this menu, you can customize the colors, change them to whatever you want. You can have different increments. You can block out the level 2 to show only shares above 1,000 if you're into that sort of weird stuff. But yeah, you can customize pretty much everything in there. I started with a basic, simple package. I'm quite old and traditional like that. Not that many gray hairs, I know, but I am getting on a little bit. It's the whiskey, it stops me getting gray hair. But yeah, that is the dead simple way. I like to keep things nice and simple. One other thing I tend to add, just going through the tops list, you've got a watch list you can add if you wish. I don't need that because I use TradingView. Your portfolio we've just talked about. You can add news as well. So say you wanted to check out the latest news on Tesla, you can just type in the ticker and there you go. There's all the latest news on Tesla. You then have tops list and options. Don't really do options. Tops list is just basically the biggest gainers, most active. You can drop down and most percent up from the New York Stock Exchange, for example, and you can obviously change that a little bit. So it has got a sort of built-in scanner. I just tend not to use it because all brokers' scanners suck, including Tradezero, unfortunately. If a broker came out with some really good charting, some really good software, a really good scanner, and charged $100 with level 2, I think the world would jump on that. But no one has. I don't understand it, really. Then we have hotkeys. You can screenshot this. This is my current hotkeys. I don't really use them, but they're my current hotkeys. And if you want a video on hotkeys, let me know in the comments. And put, I would like the hotkeys. Don't know why you'd want to put that in a German accent, Pete, but it's in a German accent because they like the hotkeys, yeah? Then you've got like system information, connection, alarm settings if you want to set alarms, if you're into that kinky stuff. High-low tickers, conditional year agreements, and the last thing I add is my shorts list. Now, here you can type in, obviously Apple and Facebook are going to be quite easy to short when the market opens, but if we wanted to put in, say, Mara, That will come up here. We can click locate, wouldn't work now. Comes in the shortlist here with a price of how much the shares are to borrow. Click accept, they come down into this inventory area here, and then I can click send back to market to send them back to the shortlist. And then if they get resold, I get back some of my commission. Nice job, Tradezero. It just needs to be a bit more of that commission, yeah? 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 I think I'm losing my mind. So the shorts list I do like to just sort of keep over here a little bit, just out the way, and if I need it, I just bring it over into fashion. So that's the way I set up my pro window. The other thing you're gonna wanna do, if you're watching this far, you're gonna wanna save this layout. So for example, I already did this video once, YouTube test, click save, replace it, and then there you go, it's done. And then if you've got different layouts, you know, one for a laptop or one for different PCs with different windows, you can just, you know, open layout and you can save them all there. Especially when Tradezero do their updates, then, you know, sometimes you might want to like just move something slightly differently or change a color. You can just save it as a different layout just to test it if you're into that stuff. So Bob is your uncle, Fanny's your auntie. Wait. Can I say Fanny's your auntie on YouTube? Or is that banned now? Because Fanny means, in English slang, sorry YouTube, but Fanny still is your auntie. Sue me. So that is Tradezero, how to set it up. Hopefully you found it beneficial and you've already hit that like button, and if you haven't done so, hit it so that I get many candies from the YouTube leprechauns. Also, if you can do, hit the bell, subscribe, and all that other lovely stuff. If you've got any questions that you want to know on Pro Charts, let me know in the comments. If you're getting any errors with Pro Charts, make sure you've got the latest version downloaded. Top tip, check it every couple of weeks. And that is basically how to set up the Tradezero Pro platform. If you've got anything like hotkeys or anything like that you want to know, hit me up in the comments. Chat room link is below. Currently $20 a month, soon to be moving upwards. So yeah, take advantage while you can, and I'll see you in the next one.